Hello, Cancer. This is your personal horoscope for December of 2023. As we start out the month, the focus is definitely on Sagittarius. We've got not only Sun, but also Mars there. When you put them together, Sun and Mars are the two bodies that really have the most to do with ambition and energy and, being very optimistic about starting things. And they're both in Sagittarius, which is the sixth sign from your sign. So that means that you may be very focused and energetic and ambitious with your health, your lifestyle, making changes to your lifestyle, maybe working out more, changing your diet, whatever it is. That's just generally the focus for you. You may also be more focused on, getting your finances in order, maybe being extra frugal or something. I always say this is not the most fun or exciting part of your life, but this is the part of life that you need to maintain in order for your life to be fun and exciting, right? So, not the most fun or exciting on its own, but definitely necessary, I would say. So, it's a productive part of your life that's kind of highlighted right now. The other main focus for this month would be Capricorn. So, as we start out the month, we'll see Mercury enter Capricorn. And later, Mercury and the Sun will kind of switch. The Sun will enter Capricorn, and then Mercury will retrograde back into Sagittarius. But either way, Capricorn is definitely involved this month as well. Capricorn is directly opposite you. So this means this general time of year is really not about you. There is one exception to that. That is a full moon in your sign that will happen later in the month. We'll talk about what that means. But generally speaking, as these planets enter Capricorn, the focus is not about you. These planets are about as far away from your sign as possible. So you may be a little bit drained, kind of lacking energy, a bit out of your element. However, it's not all bad. It's kind of nice sometimes to have the focus not be on yourself, right? You can kind of just take a break, hang out in the background, etc. A different way of looking at this is that as these planets enter your seventh house, kind of the seventh sign from your sign, the focus is more on your relationship. So although there may not be as much happening directly involving you, your relationships may be more active at this time. Any kind of romantic partnership, business partnership, best friend, a family member that you're super close to, any kind of partnership or close relationship of any kind, that's where the action will be, the activity. That's where you're kind of experiencing your life a little bit vicariously through those relationships right now. Also, as we get more focus on Capricorn, those people that are in your life, there may be more going on with them. So they may be more active right now, or their lives may be a bit more dramatic. So it's kind of interesting how with astrology we can see not only what's going on with you, but also what's going on with the people in your life. That's actually kind of a weird one to wrap your head around. But anyway, that's generally the focus. We haven't talked about Venus yet. So Venus, as we start this month, will still be in Libra, in your fourth house. So it's showing that you're still enjoying spending time at home, doing things that are already, familiar to you, very comfortable, spending time with, friends or family that are already very close to you. You are Cancer, so this is typically your jam anyway, but especially for these first few days of December. This will change as Venus enters Scorpio and lights up your fifth house. Venus will spend most of the month in Scorpio. We'll talk about what that means for you. And then by the end of the month, Venus will actually already enter Sagittarius. But that's generally what to expect for this month. So at this point, I want to go a little bit more in detail, and I'll talk about some particular days where we have certain changes that we are expecting, and I'll talk about what these changes mean for you, for your sign specifically. So the first change we've actually already addressed. That would be December 1st. This is the day where Mercury's entering Capricorn, right? And again, Mercury entering Capricorn, this means that Mercury's highlighting the part of your life that has to do with your relationships. So people in your life may be more busy or more chatty than normal. They are communicating more, maybe learning more. You may be learning from those people in your life more. You could also be teaching them more as well. With Mercury, it goes both ways. You may be more busy with your relationships, or maybe you're just socializing a lot, maybe spending more time with those people. Maybe those people need you more. You're just generally more involved with those people on some kind of level. Again, it has to do with communicating, learning, reading, writing, etc. There's a lot of mental energy with those relationships and partnerships for you moving forward from December 1st. On December 4th, Venus changes signs and moves from Libra to Scorpio. I think this is really great for you because Scorpio is a fellow water sign. Scorpio trines you by aspect, right? So with Venus entering that area, Venus is lighting up your fifth house of creative pursuits. It's self-expression. Where's the fun in your life, the playful creativity, right? That's where Venus is for you. So this could mark the beginning of a really great time for your own creativity, your own self-expression. However that is for you. Is there something you do for fun to express yourself, or is there like a hobby that you have, or it could even be for work. If your work involves creating something that you can be proud of, some kind of product or service that you really truly put your heart and soul into, it could even have to do with that as well. However you express yourself, that's where you are really having a lot of fun moving forward, having pleasure there, and just generally more success. So definitely very exciting. Oh, really quick about that as well. As Venus transits through Scorpio, Venus will trine whatever placements you have in Cancer. So that just shows that you're really connecting with the pleasure and the desire in a more visceral way moving forward for much of this month. So again, I think that's something to really be excited about, and it's definitely a fun transit to experience. For December 6th, Neptune turns direct at 24 degrees Pisces. Pisces is your other fellow water sign, right? It's another sign that is emotional and deals with intuition and spirituality. And Neptune in particular turning direct here means that, just like it sounds like, Neptune's energies are coming back online. They're affecting us more directly. For you, Neptune is in your ninth house. So this means that there could be uncertainty or confusion involving higher learning or your beliefs, your philosophy going forward from this date, okay? You maybe just be kind of weighing the pros and cons. You're in kind of an existential crisis in terms of your higher learning or beliefs. This could literally have to do with college, tuition, learning in that area, maybe learning for your work. It could also just have to do with maybe astrology, metaphysics, philosophy, anything like that. There's the potential for increased confusion and delusion moving forward, but also clarity and spirituality, enlightenment. And sometimes it can be hard to discern the two with Neptune. Neptune kind of blurs the lines of reality. So it's doing that for you with your higher learning moving forward. For December 12th, we've got a new moon in Sagittarius at 20 degrees. And remember, again, Sagittarius is your sixth house, right? So it has to do with the lifestyle changes, the diet, the nutrition, the financial planning and being frugal and all that. It's not exciting, but it's what's necessary in order to have your life be exciting. So having a new moon in this area means that this is a really great time for thinking about what are your intentions with your health, your lifestyle. Is there any kind of change you'd like to make? Because this is a great day for manifestation, and it shows the potential for a new beginning in this area moving forward. So again, do you want to change your diet? Do you want to change your, exercising? Do you want to change how you save money maybe? Etc. It's that kind of stuff that, there's some kind of potential for a new beginning in that area for you with that new moon. For December 21st, this is the day where Sun will I'm sorry, I jumped ahead of myself. For Wednesday, December 13th, Mercury turns retrograde at 8 degrees Capricorn. Again, Mercury is pretty much opposing you, especially if you have any placements right around 8 degrees Cancer specifically. But even if you don't, Mercury is lighting up the area of your relationships, your partnerships. So with Mercury turning retrograde there, this means that you're kind of slowing down. You're rethinking this part of your life. Do your relationships work for you? Are they balanced? Are they truly beneficial for both you and the other person? You may be really thinking about these types of things, and maybe there's certain friendships or relationships that you are wanting to distance yourself from. Maybe there's certain relationships that you want to maybe involve yourself more in, or maybe you just otherwise want to change the dynamic of those partnerships, those dynamics in your life, etc. These are the questions that will come up moving forward with Mercury retrograde there. And this could also have to do with perhaps, partnerships coming up from the past. So maybe friends or romantic partners from the past will kind of just pop up in your life at this time, etc. Or again, the other main way of this affecting you would just be current relationships changing as well. This process can be uncomfortable, but it's necessary in order to gain a firmer understanding of the nature of your relationships, etc. Okay, now for December 21st, this is the winter solstice in the northern hemisphere, summer solstice in the southern. And this is also the day where Sun leaves Sagittarius and enters Capricorn. So again, Capricorn for you is a very social sign. It has to do with your relationships. So sun entering this area means that that's where the focus is. Again, you may be a little bit drained going forward, or kind of out of your element. It's because the sun is not really lighting up your part of the chart. It's doing the opposite. It's as far away from you as possible. So the light, the attention, the focus is not so much on you. Take that opportunity to kind of rest, or be in the background, so to speak. And if anything, again, enjoy those relationships more, because that's where the focus is for you for the next month. That's where the energy, the attention, the drama, they're all on not you directly, but on your relationships and partnerships. All right. For Saturday, December 23rd, Mercury will do the opposite of what the sun just did. Mercury's still retrograde. It's traveling backward from our perception. It will leave Capricorn and re-enter Sagittarius. And so basically there's some kind of unfinished business for us all in Sagittarius. For you, this is having to do with your lifestyle, your, again, diet, health. What else? Diet, health, money, to some extent, like spending, planning out, things like that. Exercise, nutrition, whatever. All the maintenance of life. There's some kind of unfinished business there. Is there something that you've overlooked? Maybe a health issue, or maybe part of your lifestyle that needs some kind of changing, needs some kind of updating, improving, tweaking, adjusting, etc. That's where Mercury is bringing the mental attention for you going forward. And again, this is a process of like rethinking this area. Maybe, I thought my life was fine, I thought my health was fine, but actually I see I need to change it in this way or that way. That's what it's all about moving forward with Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius for you. Okay, jumping ahead to December 26th, this is probably the most exciting day this month, definitely for you, and maybe to everyone else to some extent as well, but definitely for you, because this is a full moon in your sign. So this is the one exception that I was talking about earlier, where today it really is all about you. You have not only your ruler is in your own sign, but also the moon is opposing the sun in Capricorn at the same time. You can see here, moon is at 4 degrees Cancer, opposing sun at 4 degrees Capricorn. Everything I'm about to say will especially be true for you and will impact you directly if you have Cancer placements around 4 degrees Cancer. But even if you don't, it's a time where you are the center of attention. There may be a lot of activity, drama, action, culmination involving you personally. And to a lesser extent, it's about your relationships as well. How is your self-expression? Are you truly expressing yourself with relationships? This could be a breaking point of sorts, right? This could be a time of just general activity, but also change involving yourself, your identity, and how it relates to those relationships, your partnerships, etc. This is a really big deal, but honestly, I think I pretty much summed it up. I'm trying to think of anything else to say about this. That's really what it's all about. It's about the push and pull between you and the other, you and your relationships, etc. On a more general level, this could be just like party energy, culmination energy. This may feel very crazy and chaotic, really for everyone, but especially for you. But at the same time, it looks like you're very much in your element with moon in your own sign. You may be a little bit more emotional than usual, but you are Cancer. This is nothing that you don't know. This is your comfort zone. Emotions. You're a master of emotional intelligence. So yes, you may be more emotional, but that can actually be a good thing. It's definitely not a bad thing. It looks like you're very, very much in your element for this full moon, for sure. For December 29th, this is the day where Venus leaves Scorpio and enters Sagittarius. So I do think this is a little bit unfortunate. I really liked Venus in Scorpio for you, where it was, bringing that pleasure and desire to your creative self-expression and all of that. However, Venus in Sagittarius can be useful as well. Venus in Sagittarius is showing that you're more so desiring and even finding pleasure in the maintenance of life. Again, it's about that, diet, nutrition, health, financial planning, etc. Not fun, not a sexy part of life, but it's what's necessary for life to be sexy, right? So that's just more so what you're valuing, as well as, you may actually find pleasure in these areas. You may be really enjoying, maybe making changes or enjoying this part of your life, enjoying your health maybe, or making, you may find success a little bit easier in these areas than normal. So definitely use that and have fun with it if you can. I don't think this is really a fun transit necessarily, but it's definitely a very useful and potentially very productive one. So definitely take advantage of that. Last thing I'm going to talk about in this forecast is December 30th. Jupiter turns direct at 5 degrees Taurus, For you, this is affecting your 11th house of social networking. It's communications and relationships involving, maybe professional contacts or contacts that you have in public, in the world, in your community. This also has to do with social networking, like online activities, etc., and to some extent your reputation. So in all of these areas, Jupiter is coming back online. It's affecting you more directly, and it's bringing this abundance and this expansion there. So do you want to expand? Going forward, this could be a really great time for networking, maybe making new friends, new professional contacts, new coworkers, maybe, I don't know, or strengthening those relationships, kind of making a name for yourself in your community or in public, etc. I know many of you are kind of shy or introverted, so that can sound really gross. But I'm sure you have some kind of reputation. You have some kind of online presence or presence in your community. So it's just a time for enjoying and expanding in that area moving forward. That's all it is. So yeah, that's what I have for you for this month. Definitely looks like a very multifaceted month. It's not the most fun or exciting month for you, I don't think, other than the full moon. That does look pretty fun and exciting. But I do think this could be a really great time for maybe making a lot of progress with your relationships, as well as progress with your own health, lifestyle, etc. So again, take advantage of that if you can. But yeah, I hope you have a great month. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Good luck.